نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وآله الطاهرين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وخاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المنتجبين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من يوم هذا إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في قرآنه المجيد وفرقانه الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلا تغرنكم الحياة الدنيا Let not the life of this world beguile you. First and foremost, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the believers, mu'mineen and mu'minat around the globe, and superb and special congratulations and prayer for the sacred month of Ramadan al-Mubarak. May Allah grant us health and tawfiq, sincerity to abstain from that what Allah Almighty has abandoned for us, and may Allah help us to attain and gain maximum benefits from Allah's special mercy in this sacred month of Ramadan Kareem. Because this is the special month of the Creator's charity for His creation, and a chance for all of us, all believers, mu'mineen, and every one of His creation, chastity from the Most High and Merciful, especially during the first Ashra, which we're going through right now, the first 10 days of Ramadan. And these are the first 10 days of Rahmat. The sacred month of Ramadan Mubarak is the source of a great enlightenment and has got many virtues in its every single moment, either it's day or it's night, either it's dusk or it's dawn. And the fasting person's every moment in Ramadan is counted for ibadah, as a prayer. Either the person who's fasting is asleep or he's awake, and the smell of his breath is the greatest smell in the eyes of Allah Almighty. And as mu'mineen, I'm sure all mu'mineen at home, and Hasnan, I'm sure you're aware with me too, are aware the blessings of Ramadan. But once again, I would like to recall your memories towards Khutbah Shabaniyah, in which the Prophet ﷺ delivered before the start of Ramadan, and wherein he ﷺ said, the reward for offerings of fard, of the offering of obligatory prayer in this month, in Ramadan, is multiplied equal to 70 times the reward of in other months. And the reward of one single nafil is converted into the thawab of fard. Subhanallah, for informing for such a great news, let us pay a humble tribute into the court of Allah Almighty, Mawla Murshid, Aqai Hadi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, and his holy progeny alayhi salam. And by that I mean a great loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Hasnan, I know right now in the studio you're the only one with me. Of course, brother Zain Hassan is providing technical support behind the scenes, but so therefore you have to make up with a loud voice in salawat, okay? So once again, I request everyone, well, you and me, to recite a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Thank you very much. And now, although I've already made it clear about the surah of the ayah of Surah Luqman, which I've recited for you today, will remain a source of spiritual stake for us throughout Ramzan. But still, it is my humble request for your permission to please allow me to keep repeating ayah number 183 to ayah number 187 of Surah Baqarah for the whole month of Ramadan, because these few ayahs encompass for us the rules of Sawm and how we have to fast and how to fast, and its virtue, the virtue of fasting, because undoubtedly piety is the great gift of God. If not, but a majority of unfortunate Muslims, brethren, break their fast unfortunately before night, whereas Allah Almighty clearly orders to complete the psalm until nightfall. So just imagine, because of the firqa wariyat, the division in religions, ulama su have badly distracted most of the Muslim ummah, even against the orders of the Holy Quran. Because I remember well, when we were Sunni as well, we also used to break our roza at the time of Maghrib, which is not layl, which is not night. Now please listen carefully to these ayahs, the ayah number 183 to 187 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Because in these ayahs, Allah Almighty has told us the rules for fasting. And Allah Almighty ordains, O ye who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, even as it was prescribed for those before you, that ye may ward off evil and seek piety. Fast a certain number of days, and for him who is sick among you or on a journey, the same number of other days. And for those who can afford it, there is a ransom, the feeding of a man in need. But whoso doeth good of his own accord, it is better for him, and that ye fast is better for you if ye but know. The month of Ramadan, in which was revealed the Holy Quran, a guidance for mankind. And inshallah we shall tell you more about how the Holy Quran was revealed, and Hasnan has the translation of the heart of Quran, Surah Yasin, for us, and we will inshallah narrate that for you as well. The month of Ramadan, in which was revealed the Holy Quran, a guidance for mankind, and clear proofs of the guidance, and the criterion of right and wrong. And whosoever of you is present, let him fast the month. And whosoever of you is sick or on a journey, let him fast the same number of other days. Allah desireth for you ease. He desireth not hardship for you, and He desireth that ye shall complete the period, and that ye should magnify Allah for having guided you, and that peradventure ye may be thankful. And when my servants question thee concerning me, then surely I am nigh. I answer the prayer of the suppliant when he crieth unto me. So let them hear my call, and let them trust in me, in order that they may be rightly guided. It is made lawful for you to go unto your wives on the night of the fast. They are raiment for you, and ye are raiment for them. Allah is aware that you were deceiving yourselves in this respect, and He has turned in mercy towards you and relieved you. So hold intercourse with them and seek that which Allah hath ordained for you, and eat and drink until the white thread becometh distinct to you from the black thread of the dawn. Then strictly observe the fast until nightfall. For your benefit, I'll repeat these words of Allah again, that you can save your roza, and the blessings of your roza, you can save them by listening to this ayah. And it says that you shall observe the fast until nightfall, not Maghrib. And touch them not, but be at your devotions in the mosques. These are the limits imposed by Allah, so approach them not. Thus Allah expoundeth His revelation to mankind, that they may ward off evil. Unquote. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Basically, in these few ayahs, Allah Almighty wanted to teach a sense of discipline to His creation, so that we as His creation and His mu'mineen can attain piety. And piety, in a nutshell, is the name of a complete submission to the will of Allah Almighty, and showing full allegiance and obedience to Allah for thanksgiving in every sort of circumstances, either in the time of serenity or in the time of calamity. Namaz, roza, zakat, khums, hajj, or any other type of charity, everything and every action and every intention and action provides us strength and faith for steadfastness and piety. Now this is the beauty of Islam. And Allah has specially designed all these disciplines according to His beloved Prophet ﷺ's sunnah and his holy progeny ﷺ's lifestyle. And that is why some ulama like Allama Iqbal rahmatullah alayhi have said, Ba Mustafa barasan khesh ra ke di hamaus. Ba Mustafa barasan khesh ra ke di hamaus. Agar baun rasidi tamam bula habis. Agar baun rasidi tamam bula habis. In other words, it is said, Namaz achhi, roza acha, hajj acha, zakat achhi. Namaz achhi, roza acha, hajj acha, zakat achhi. Magar main bawajood inke musalman ho nahi sakta. मगर मैं बावजूद इनके मुसलमान हो नहीं सकता न जब तक कट मरूं मैं ख्वाजाए बतहा की इज्जत पर खुदा शाहिद है कामिल मेरा ईमान हो नहीं सकता खुदा शाहिद है कामिल मेरा ईमान हो नहीं सकता सलवात अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद व अज्जिल फरजहम. Now the Muslim Ummah, right from 1400s to today, needs to review upon their efforts, because today on the international forum, our ibadat prayers are becoming question marks in terms of how we perform them. And many creations have been introduced as bid'ah after the demise of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. For example, the Nawafil prayers like Tarawih were brought into fashion during the second caliphate, whereas history and traditions of the Prophet ﷺ do not actually qualify and say these things. Similarly, the Quran says, complete your fasting until night. But it is broken exactly at the time where the sun can be seen as its shafaq, the redness, as part of Surah Baqarah's ayah from 187. And once again, I am presenting to Muslim Ummah, quote, then strictly observe the fast until nightfall. Similarly, in the name of the so-called jihad, innocent lives are being ruined, particularly the Shia target killings, as I know you're all aware, are undoubtedly one of the most heinous and nefarious abuse of religion. Therefore, we, all of us at home, mu'mineen and mu'minat, and especially as a younger generation, we hold a much stronger responsibility than those who do not observe a proper uswa Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam in their prayers. And they are not only bad, but they are a black stigma on the face of Islam. And they're definitely not the real representatives of the true face of Islam. They can be called a mafia, but not peace maintainers. Islam is the religion of peace. Just imagine, even during the wartime, the Prophet ﷺ strictly prohibited his forces to avoid attacking women, children, old people, animals, and even orders were shown to show restraint whilst ruining trees and gardens. And he ﷺ, it's very important to remember, never ever initiated any war or fight unless Islam was attacked or Muslims were attacked. And today the killing of those who love the holy progeny ﷺ is not Islam, but the misuse and the abuse of Islam. The month of Ramadan is the month of a spiritual revival and eternal reformation for all mu'mineen, mu'minat, and all Muslims around the world. And it's a time for all of us to show restraint and to stop ourselves against every sort of misdeed and abuse, either physical or emotional abuse. So let's find a new horizon for the benefit of our moral bindings and bonds. And this goal can be only achieved by patience and piety and productive punctuality. Unprovoked innocent genocide does not anyway belong in Islam. And it can be the agenda of Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, Abu Sufyan, Muawiyah or Yazid. But it is definitely not the ones who declare to be the follower of the Prophet ﷺ, the followers of Imam Ali alayhi salam, or the followers of their sons, Imam Hassan alayhi salam or Imam Hussein alayhi salam. You should seek piety, then become a party of Allah. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam's party undoubtedly is the same as Imam Ali alayhi salam's party. And of course, Imam Ali alayhi salam's piety cannot inflict injustice, because Imam Ali alayhi salam is with haqq. and Haqq is with Imam Ali alayhi salam. And Imam Ali alayhi salam is with the Quran, and the Quran is with Imam Ali alayhi salam. And a real deputy of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that is why the people of real and eternal understanding have said, Ali Imam-e Manasto Manam Ghulam-e Ali. Ali Imam-e Manasto Manam Ghulam-e Ali. Hazar Jane Girami Fidae Naam-e Ali. Hazar Jane Girami Fidae Naam-e Ali. Kabhi दीवार हिलती है, कभी दर्द कांप जाता है. कभी दीवार हिलती है, कभी दर कांप जाता है. अली का नाम सुनकर अब भी खैबर कांप जाता है. अली का नाम सुनकर अब भी खैबर कांप जाता है. शाह मर्दान अली ला फता इल्ला अली ला सैफ इल्ला जुल्फ़िकार. Now keep in mind, apart from the many virtues and moments of Ramadan Kareem that carries Mawla Kainat's days, one of these, the moments of Ramadan, carries the day of Mawla Kainat alayhi salam. And I will try to remind you some important dates, but after, of course, the dua of Imam Zamana, Ajjallahu Ta'ala Farajhum. As you know, as is our custom, me and Hassan, and if anyone of our other participants are here, and you at home, regularly pay word of honor into the most honored one, the awaited, the sacred Noor of Sayyidah Kainat, Nuwe Rasool, Farzande Batul, Imam-e Zamana, Ajjallahu Ta'ala Farajhum. And he, Ajjallahu Ta'ala Farajhum, has said, rest assured that no one has a special relationship with Allah. Whosoever denies me is not my follower. The appearance of the relief of Al-Faraj depends solely upon Allah Almighty. Therefore, those who propose a certain time for my appearance are liars. As to the benefit of my existence in occultation, in ghaibat, it is like the benefit of the sun behind the clouds, where the eyes do not see. Indeed, my existence is an amnesty for the people of the earth. Therefore, pray much to Allah to hasten the relief, for therein also lies the release from all your sufferings. Now, as per usual, I'll request Hasnan and you at home to hold your hands up and join me in the dua of Imam Zamana, Ajjallahu Ta'ala Farajhum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-Hujjat ibn al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi wa ala abai fi hazihi as-sa'ati wa fi kulli sa'a waliyan wa hafizan wa qaidan wa nasira wa dalilan wa 'aynan حتى تسكنه وارضك طوعا وتمتئه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. Now, majority of time you pray, but people don't actually understand what they're praying. And especially since it's Ramadan al-Kareem, we have to understand what we're presenting into the court of Allah Almighty. So therefore, if you allow me, Hassan, let me tell you the translation of this beautiful dua. O Allah, for your vicegerent, the proof, the son of Al-Hasan, send your blessings on him and on his forefathers. In this hour and in every hour, be for him a guardian, a protector, a leader, a helper, a proof and an eye, until you make him live on the earth in obedience to you, and allow him to live therein for a long time. With your mercy, O most merciful of the merciful. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Now, I'm sure I've taken a lot of your time, Hasnan, but of course it wasn't to waste, and I've told you a lot about it. But now I think it's important for Hasnan to pay his tribute into the court of Allah Almighty in this today's show. And as I've told you before, the month of Ramadan is that special month in which the Holy Quran was revealed upon the heart of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the heart of the Holy Quran is Surah Yasin. And to make us understand what's in Surah Yasin and the message of Surah Yasin, Hasnain, you have for us the translation in English for us. So I request you to tell us about that after a loud salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Yasin. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Yasin. By the Quran, the word of God's wisdom. Verily, you Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam are the messenger on the straight path, sent by the Almighty, the All-Merciful, so that you may warn a people whose forefathers were not warned, and who therefore are heedless. Indeed, the word has been proven true about most of them, and wherefore they do not believe. Verily, we have put chains around their necks, reaching up to their chins. Their heads are forced up stiff. We have set a barrier before them, and behind them a barrier, and we cover them over, so that they cannot see. It is the same if you warn them or do not. They will never believe. Verily, you can warn only him that abides by the reminder, Quran, and fears the Beneficent God, the Unseen. So convey to him the glad tidings of forgiveness and an honorable reward. Verily, we and we alone give life to the dead, and we write down what they have sent before them, and the footprints they leave behind. We have confined everything into a manifesting Imam. Set forth to them the instance of people of a town when our messengers came to them. We sent them 2 messengers. They rejected them both. Then we strengthened them with a 3rd. They said, Verily, we are messengers sent to you. They said, You are but human beings like us. The Beneficent has not sent anything. You only utter a lie. They said, Our Lord knows that we truly are messengers sent to you. On us is naught but the clear delivering of the message. They said, Verily, we augur ill from you. If you do not desist, we will certainly stone you, and a painful torment shall afflict you from us. They said, Your augury of ill is with your own selves. Is it so even when you are admonished? Nay, you are people transgressing. A man came to them from the furthermost part of the city, saying, O people, follow these messengers. Follow these who do not ask you any reward, and they are rightly guided. Why should I not worship him who brought me into being, and to whom you shall all be returned? I shall take besides him any gods, if the Beneficent wills to afflict harm upon me. Their intercession shall not avail me, nor can they save me. Verily, I shall then be in manifest error. Verily, I believe in your Lord, so listen to me. It was said to him, Enter the garden of bliss. He said, Oh, would that my people had known. Oh, of my Lord's forgiveness unto me, including me amongst the honored ones. We sent no hosts upon his people after him, nor we to send any. It was nothing but a terrifying cry, and lo, they were all extinct. Alas, for the servants, whenever a messenger comes to them, they mock him at him. Do not they see how many generations we destroyed before them? They will never return to them. All shall surely be gathered together before us. A sign for them is the dead earth. We give it life and bring forth grain therefrom, of which they eat. We make therein gardens of date palms and grapevines, and we cause springs to flow therein, that they may eat of its fruits and of what they make with their own hands. Should they not be grateful? Hallowed is he who created pairs of all things, of what grows on earth, of their own selves, and of what they do not know. And another sign to them is the night. We draw forth the day from it, and lo, they are in dark. And another is, the sun travels to a resting place, fixed for it. That is the decree of the Almighty, the All-Knowing. As for the moon, we have fixed for its stages till it returns bent like an old palm branch. It is not expedient for the sun that it should overtake the moon, nor can the night outstrip the day. Each rotates on its affair. And another sign to them is that we carry their offspring in the laden ark, and we have created for them like it a convenience on which they ride. If we only will, we can drown them all. Then there shall be no one to help them, nor shall they be ever rescued, save by a mercy from us, and an enjoyment from yet a while. When it is said to them, guard yourselves against what is before you and what is behind you, that you may treat it with mercy. Yet no sign comes to them from their Lord, but they turn away from it. And when it is said to them, spend of what God has provided you with the sustenance, those who disbelieve say to those who believe, shall we feed those who, if God wills, he could have fed them? You are but in manifest error. And they say, when will this promise come to pass if you are truthful? They wait but for a single terrifying cry to seize them, even while they wrangle with one another. Then they shall not be able to make a bequest, nor shall they be able to return to their families. When the triumph is blown, lo, they shall all hasten to their Lord from their graves. They shall say, oh, woe unto us, who has raised us from our place of repose. This is what the Beneficent promised, and the messengers spoke only the truth. There will be but a single cry when, lo, they are all brought to us. So this day no soul shall be dealt with unjustly in the least, nor will you be recompensed, but with that which you were doing. Verily, the inmates of the garden shall on that day be busy enjoying themselves. They and their mates shall be in shades, reclining on their raised couches. They shall have fruits therein, and for them shall be whatever they would call for. Peace shall be the word from the most merciful Lord. And get you aside to say, O you guilty ones, did not I enjoin on you, O children of Adam, that you should not worship Satan, for he is your open enemy, and that you should worship only me. This is the right way. And yet he led a great multitude of you astray. Did you not then reason? This is hell which you were promised. Enter into it for what you used to disbelieve. On that day we will set a seal upon their mouths, and their hands shall speak to us, and their feet shall bear witness regarding what they used to earn. If we will, we could certainly put out their sight. Then they would struggle, groping to get first to the way. But how could they see? And if we will, and we could certainly transform them in their own places, then they would not be able to go on, nor will they ever return. Whomsoever will increase in lifespan will reverse him to an abject state in life. Do they not understand? We have taught him no poetry, nor would it befit him to compose. It is no poetry, but a reminder and a manifesting Quran, to warn any who is alive, and the word be proven against the disbelievers. Do they not see that we created the cattle for them among what our hands created? And over them they are the masters, and we have subjected them cattle. You ride upon some of them, and of some you eat, and for them therein are benefits and drinks. Will they not be grateful? And yet they have taken gods besides God, so that they may be helped. They shall not be able to help them, yet they are their hosts, to be brought to account. So let not their speech grieve you, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. For verily we know what they hide and what they reveal. Does man not see? We created him from a drop or sperm. Yet, lo, he is an open disputant. He sets to us an argument, forgetting his own creation. He says, who will bring the bones that are decayed back to life? Say, the one who created them the first time shall bring them back to life, and he is fully cognizant of all creation. He who made a fire for you from the green tree, and lo, you kindled a fire therefrom. Is not he who created the heavens and the earth, capable of creating the like of them? Yea, and he is the creator, the all-knowing. His command when he wishes anything is only that he says, be, and it is. Hallowed therefore is he in whose hands is the kingdom of all things, and to him you shall all be returned. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Once again, a loud salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Well understand, and now because it's the month of Ramadan and Allah's blessings are all upon us, it's important for us to pray into the court of Allah Almighty and offer manajats, so then our du'as can be accepted and Allah can accept our du'as. So that's why we have a beautiful manajat lined up for you. I hope you enjoy that.
اے خدا شاہ بطحا کے صدقے ہمیں، اے خدا شاہ بطحا کے صدقے ہمیں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں، اے خدا شاہ بطحا کے صدقے ہمیں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ ہم تو غفلت میں دی کو بھلا بیٹھے ہیں، ہم تو غفلت میں دی کو بھلا بیٹھے ہیں، ہم تو غفلت میں دی کو بھلا بیٹھے ہیں، کر دے رحمت کی ہم پہ تو پرچھائیاں، کر دے رحمت کی ہم پہ تو پرچھائیاں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ ہم حسد سے بچے نہ کریں غیبتیں، ہم حسد سے بچے نہ کریں غیبتیں، ہم حسد سے بچے نہ کریں غیبتیں، ہم شراب و زنا سے کریں نفرتیں، ہم شراب و زنا سے کریں نفرتیں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ نہ تکبر کریں، نہ منافق بنے، نہ تکبر کریں، نہ منافق بنے، نہ تکبر کریں، نہ منافق بنے، نہ ہی کاذب بنے، نہ کریں چغلیاں، نہ ہی کاذب بنے، نہ کریں چغلیاں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ اے خدا ظلم کرتے ہیں ہم جان پر، اے خدا ظلم کرتے
کر ہمارے گناہوں کی تو دور میں، کر ہمارے گناہوں کی تو دور میں، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ اے خدا اپنے محبوب کا پیار دے، اے خدا اپنے محبوب کا پیار دے، اے خدا اپنے محبوب کا پیار دے، عشق آل ابا کا ثمر بار دے، عشق آل نبی کا ثمر بار دے، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ ہم جیے تو علی کی طرح ہی جیے، ہم جیے تو علی کی طرح ہی جیے، ہم جیے تو علی کی طرح ہی جیے، اور حسین ابن حیدر کی طرح مرے، اور حسین ابن حیدر کی طرح مرے، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ ہماری بیٹی بہن اور ماں کا چلن، ہماری بیٹی بہن اور ماں کا چلن، ہماری بیٹی بہن اور ماں کا چلن، سیدہ زہرا کے ہو حیا کی پابند، سیدہ زہرا کے ہو حیا کی پابند، ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ اے خدا ہم ریاکاریوں سے بچے، اے خدا ہم ریاکاریوں سے بچے، اے خدا ہم ریاکاریوں سے بچے، اور دلوں میں تیرے حکم کا ڈر رکھے، اور دلوں میں تیرے حکم کا ڈر رکھے، دے ہدایت کے راستے کی رعنائیاں۔ ہم نہ
नादी को पसे पुष्ट करके जिए और नादी को पसे पुष्ट करके जिए दे हिदायत के रास्ते की रानाइयाँ ए खुदा तू हमें अपना नूर बनाए खुदा तू हमें अपना नूर बना ए खुदा तू हमें अपना नूर बना हम हैं बंदे तेरे और सागे मुस्तफा हम हैं बंदे तेरे और सागे मुस्तफा दे हिदायत के रास्ते की रानाइयाँ ए खुदा शाहिबत के सदके हमें ए खुदा शाहिबत के सदके हमें दे हिदायत के रास्ते की रानाइयाँ
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. I hope you enjoyed that. And now, just to remind you the holy month of Ramadan and to remind you of the other months in Islam, I have a beautiful little qasida which tells you the months of Islam. And I ask Hussein, if you want to join with me, you can as well. After a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Sani, these are the months of Islam. Jamadil Awwal, Jamadil Sani, Rajab and Sha'ban. Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan and Shawwal. Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah, these are the months of Islam. Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Sani, these are the months of Islam. Jamadil Awwal, Jamadil Sani, Rajab and Sha'ban. Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan and Shawwal. Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah, these are the months of Islam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Now, before we say our goodbyes and we give you a salam to Ramadan, I'll ask Hasnain to tell us the importance of the month of Ramadan in a few hadiths. So just one or two, or even one if you want to. So Hasnain, after salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum.
Why the name Ramadan? The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, surely the month of Ramadan has been named so because it scorches away the sins. Ramadan, the name of God. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam has said, say not, this is Ramadan, and Ramadan has departed, and Ramadan has arrived. For surely Ramadan is one of the names of Allah, the Mighty, the Glorious, who neither arrives nor departs. Surely arrives and departs that which is inferior. Instead say the month of Ramadan.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Thank you very much. And now we pay our salam for Ramzan. And because we've just our first program in the month of Ramzan, we have a beautiful salam for Ramzan lined up for you. So please enjoy that, and Khuda Hafiz from us. رمضان السلام 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 اے رحمتی عظیم کی مہمان السلام اے رحمتی عظیم کی مہمان السلام قرآن کی نزول کی سامان السلام قرآن کی نزول کی سامان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام انوار مصطفیٰ کا اجالا لیے ہوئے انوار مصطفیٰ کا اجالا لیے ہوئے حمد خدا کا ساتھ حوالہ لیے ہوئے حوالہ لیے ہوئے حوالہ لیے ہوئے تو آ گیا ہے ماہ ذیشان السلام تو آ گیا ہے ماہ رمضان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام کیوں نہ تجھے سلام کرے عرش اور زمین کیوں نہ تجھے سلام کرے عرش اور زمین تیرے سبب سے سجدوں میں جھکنے لگی جبھی جھکنے لگی جبھی جھکنے لگی جبھی جزدان میں رہے نہیں قرآن السلام جزدان میں رہے نہیں قرآن السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان السلام پھر مسجدوں میں رونقیں آباد ہو گئی پھر مسجدوں میں رونقیں آباد ہو گئی بھولی ہوئی عبادتیں پھر یاد ہو گئی پھر یاد ہو گئی پھر یاد ہو گئی ہم پر بڑا ہے تیرا یہ احسان السلام ہم پر بڑا ہے تیرا یہ احسان السلام رمضان السلام اے رمضان 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 السلام